So now that you've gone over the overall health of your skis and your bindings, that's the most important thing, paying attention to the safety for the customer. One of the things that you want to be able to know how to do is do a simple screw check. So one of our most important tools is our posi driver. This is a large screwdriver that's meant for screws. It's a uniform screw size, and that's what we're going to be using for our binding mounts. So when you're doing a simple screw check, before we even start making sure screws are tight in the skis, is we want to look at screws and identify if everything's going okay with them. So even just looking down into the ski, into the screws that are accessible, this is incredibly important. So if we're looking at a healthy screw, we're going to be looking at something like that from the top. It's silver. In most cases, every once in a while you'll come across, some sort of gold, but it's going to be a clean metallic screw. Now, if you look down inside the binding and you start seeing something along these lines, you'll notice there's a bunch of rust on the top, there's corrosion. Those are the ones we want to be worried about and start kind of assessing how we're going to maybe fix those in the future, or at least, if nothing less, bring it to the attention of the customer and see where we want to go from there. So if I look down and all the screws on these skis they're actually all clean and they look silver and metallic, I want to take my posi driver and I want to just do a quick check. I'm going to put my palm on the top. I'm using my left hand here, and I'm just going to make sure it's tight. So those are good. Those screws are tight. And I'm just doing a simple screw check to make sure that nothing's moving around. Back screws especially get a lot of pressure from telemark skiers. So these back screws, those are ones, obviously you want to check all screws, but back screws are especially important because there's so much torque happening that a lot of times you get loose screws from people just utilizing their skis and bindings over a long period of time. Also check your heel pieces. All right, and so these bindings look good. These skis are a little bit older, so those are definitely, a lot of times people mount these skis, they've had them for 10 or 15 years. You wanna make sure that the screws are tight before you send them back out. Even if you're just doing a simple check, or maybe you're just changing a simple heel throw, take the time to do the assessment of the skis and also do a screw check and make sure you're not sending something out that's less quality than when it came in.